wicked is snared by the transgression of his lips, but the just shall come out of trouble. Proverbs chapter 12, verse 13. Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Racha Kodash. Double honor to our venerable apostles and elders at Great Millstone who grew well. And peace and blessings to the Lord's elect, the house of David. All right, so Brother Aharon coming back at you with another lesson, Lord willing to be edifying and uplifting onto the elect. All right, and I got this article here. I just want to go into real quick. It's quite lengthy. All right, but it's pretty much exposing the darkness. All right, exposing Esau, Edom, and all his agendas like we've been going into, right? Going into 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter. All right, going into the man of sin being revealed. All right, now the title goes, Klaus Schwab, all right, our main man, Klaus Martin Schwab, pushes technology to replicate a person's brain so that the person's physical body can die and they can live on as artificial intelligence. All right, and, later on today, I'm going to check out this movie called The Creator, all right, which is pretty much one of these movies that goes to show you, the agendas of these devils. All right, they put it, in a form of entertainment. All right, but in reality, they're actually telling the people, all right, what is coming down the pike. Okay, otherwise known as predictive programming. Okay, so you're watching all these things, and then sooner or later it becomes a reality, but you're not too shocked, right? So it says, World Economic Forum founder Klaus Schwab is pushing a new technology that allows human beings to be replaced by machines. According to Schwab, a person's brain can now be replicated using an algorithm so that the person's physical body can die and they can live on as artificial intelligence. Wow. So they want to be, again, gods on this earth, right? Like we keep on bringing out time and time again. Let's get that, because again, this is Esau, Edom for you. Okay, this is Esau, Edom for you. Okay, this is the book of 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 4. It says, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, shewing himself that he is God. Okay, and that very precept explains everything we're about to read right now. Okay, that you have to have some form of God complex, all right, to be able to come up with this type of shit. Okay, it says, Schwab said, the technology means a person's body will be replaced by an avatar, so they live in the so-called metaverse instead of the real world. Wow. So whoever's creating the metaverse is going to be the God, right? So just like the Most High created this real world, the actual universe, right? So he's the power of this whole entire creation. Esau understands that, right? Though he comes around and talks his shit, talking about, the world of the God of the Bible doesn't exist and all these different things, and that they can change organic and make it inorganic, right? Basically, creation is not perfect, but we can come in and make it perfect. It's like, you are the perfect devil, okay, to come against the Heavenly Father and his creation like that. Something that's been there for thousands of years. All right, you come around with a few hundred years talking about, nah, this ain't perfect. We're going to change it. We're going to make it perfect. Oh, man. So the power that gave you this type of technology and wisdom, he's the one who didn't, well, number one, he doesn't exist in your mind, but he does exist, and that he created things that's not perfect. So you're going to come in and perfect it. Shit doesn't even make sense. Okay. But anyway, let's keep going. Again, this is, for those who know, this is just their pitch to bring in the evil, right? There's a quote that says, the road to hell is paved with good intentions, right? Something to that effect. So there you go, right? Everything seems like it is being created to help people. Here it is. Nobody ever asked for this shit, but all of a sudden we have a need to have people live on forever via AI. Nobody ever asked for that shit. But let's keep going. It says, while addressing fellow globalists, Schwab noted that the technology will be necessary for the public good after his Great Reset agenda has been rolled out. Okay, and the number one thing, the number one key, all right, for the so-called global Great Reset, all right, is to have everyone on this planet microchipped. All right, that is biblical prophecy, and we've been going into it, starting from our elders and apostles of Great Millstone on down for years. We've been going into that major prophecy that will set everything in the balance, basically. Okay, that's when the temptation comes in. That's the pivotal moment in humanity right there. Okay, the pivotal moment of humanity is when they officially make that MOTB mandatory. Okay, and it's pivotal because it's in the Bible. It's prophecy, as in this is a key prophecy to look forward to. Okay, it says the WEF chairman unveiled the plans during a meeting with fellow globalists of the Global Shapers community. Global Shapers was founded by Schwab and the WEF in 2012. It brings together anti-humanists under the age of 30 who have been identified by WEF as potential leaders. These are all Satanists and devils. Okay, they all worship Satan. They all do all kinds of debauchery. All right, and they're all anti-God, anti-Messiah. All right, that's why you're seeing all this anti-Messiah bullshit running rampant, man. You wait till the Messiah gets back, and we're going to see all this anti-shit. What's going to happen to all that? All right. It says it brings. We read that. It says author Ernest Wolf believes it is a proven ground where future political leaders are being selected, vetted, and groomed before being positioned in the world's political apparatus. Okay, so just like Schwab said back in, was it 2017 or so? He said they have young global leaders that they penetrate the cabinets with his nasty little hands. They penetrate the cabinets and basically have control through those cabinets, right? So your governors, your mayors, your presidents, your prime ministers, whoever, all these people that have prominent positions in your societies, they're all part of this plan. So when they come up and they give these extravagant speeches about how they care about the people and this is going to be good for you and all this is their pitch. And if you're stupid enough to sit there and allow this to happen, then everything that's coming after that is on you. Okay? Because remember, not everyone is going to get that deliverance from the Lord. Not everyone is going to get that spiritual power from the Lord. Not everyone is going to be taken care of when the time comes. See, so everyone tells you in the book of Second Ezra that those that consent unto them shall be had in derision. Okay, so you're complacent to your own destruction when the time comes, right? One might wake up and say, "Oh, but how do we end up not being complacent?" Turn back to the Lord, okay? Because nothing you can do is going to stop this from happening. Only thing you can hope for is for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai to have mercy on you and your loved ones, so you can make it through the storm that's coming. Okay, that's why the Lord sent out the prophets. He didn't send us out here to tell you that you have a chance to stop this. That's the wrong approach. You got people that are like, oh, we need to come together and fight against it. You're not doing that. Ain't nobody gonna be fighting against shit. The best you can do is to prepare and hope and pray that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai have mercy on you. And if you're of the elect, you're gonna be good. You're gonna be taken care of. You're gonna be shielded. Okay. So it says, it is akin to a WEF indoctrination program, just as is WEF's Young Global Leaders, which includes multiple world leaders, including Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. And now you see what's going on in Canada. I believe it was a week ago. He came out and said that they're gonna basically ban, the Bible and ban those who speak the Bible, basically coming against the prophets. Okay. Because they know that that's the next thing. That's the next thing that they have to do. The most important people on the earth who are in their way are the prophets of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, not the prophets of Most High and Christ bless or none of this shit. No, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Okay. It says you have the chance to look forward to a career of 50 years. Schwab told the Global Shapers at a private WEF session. Maybe more. You'll get some injections and so on. Don't forget your avatar will continue to live and your brain will be replicated through artificial intelligence and algorithms. So we don't know, but at least 50 years. You don't know, but at least 50. All right, cool, bro. It says, it's not clear why the global shapers in the audience clapped and laughed at Schwab's idea of extending their lives with avatars, algorithms, and injections, because they're stupid. Okay? Because they're dumb as hell. And actually, you know what? Let me see some. This is the Tower of Babel coming back all over again. Okay? Let's see. There's a book of Genesis, chapter 11, verse 1. It says, and the whole earth was of one language and of one speech, right? And that's what these devils are trying to do, right? Bring everyone under one banner. Okay? It tells you in the book of Revelation, the 13th chapter. We're going to get that after this, but they want to bring everyone together under one banner. Okay? Revelation 13, once again, it says, he causeth all. Okay? So everyone under one banner. And it says, and it came to pass, as they journeyed from the east, it says that they found a plain in the land of Shinar, and they dwelt there. And they said one to another, go to, let us make brick, and burn them thoroughly. And they that had brick for stone, and slime they had for mortar. Okay? And slime they had for mortar. So again, that's going into what? Something that they're creating, right? Which is the job of an artificer, right? An artificer. So this artificial intelligence, right, that they're creating is their pitch, no pun intended, but their let me use another word, their push, all right, to recreate this Tower of Babel concept. Okay? That we're going to be like the Most High. We're going to build all the way to the top. We're going to be the gods on this earth. All this extra shit. This is nothing new. Okay? This concept of creating a new world and having the power over humanity and opposing the Most High and being rebellious is nothing new. Okay? It's all written in the scriptures. We're living in end time biblical prophecies, and yet the world is just tuned out. They don't know what's going on. It says, they said, go to, let us build us a city and a tower, whose top may reach unto heaven, and let us make us a name, lest we be scattered abroad upon the face of the whole earth. And the Lord Yahweh came down to see the city and the tower which the children of men builded. And the Lord Yahweh said, behold, the people is one, and they have all one language, and this they begin to do, and now nothing will be restrained from them, which they have imagined to do. Once again, 2024, these devils are pushing for a whole nother level of so-called reality, artificial reality. Okay? Like we read in the first couple of lines, right? Let's go back to that. It says, according to Schwab, a person's brain can now be replicated using an algorithm so that the person's physical body can die and they can live on as artificial intelligence. So that means you're just going to live on forever. Well, that goes against the Heavenly Father's law right now. Even going back to the time of Genesis, he put a curse on man, and he said that what? You're not going to live to a day. Okay, meaning what? You're not going to get to 1,000 years. That's why the oldest man, all right, that ever lived was Methuselah, which he lived for what? 969 years. Okay, so he didn't even get to a full year, a full day, which is 1,000 years. Okay, what was that? 2 Peter 3 and 8. All right. So let's continue back in Genesis, the 11th chapter. Right. So again, there's nothing that will be restraining them, restrained from them, meaning they know no bounds. Right. They know no bounds. Niggas have 50 years. Right. It says, go to, right. Let us go down and there confound their language, that they may not understand one another's speech. Right. So who's the Lord speaking to here, even in that aspect? Right. If the Most High, like the Christians believe, the so-called Christians, they believe that, is one power and that's it. No. Who is he speaking to here? Let us go down, all this us. Who's the us? Who else is he up there with? Right? So it says, go to, let us go down and there confound their language, that they may not understand one another's speech. So the Lord Yahweh scattered them abroad from thence upon the face of the earth, and they left off to build the city. Therefore is the name of it called Babel, because the Lord Yahweh did there confound the language of all the earth, And from thence did the Lord Yahweh scatter them abroad upon the face of all the earth. Okay, so Babel is where you get the word Babylon from. Okay, it means confusion. All right, and Babylon happens to be, modern day Babylon happens to be America, right? And just like the Lord scattered them abroad and confounded the languages, he's going to do the same thing, but this time with fire. Completely destroy, scatter the whole land, destroy it with fire, pelt it with missiles. Okay, I was watching a documentary earlier, a short little video, and they were saying that Americans have developed something known as the Rapid Dragon or some shit like that. Okay, something dragon, and it's some missiles. All right, and they said they learned it from the Chinese or some shit. You see, so they can't stay away from their name or what they represent, which is the dragon, the beast, and so on and so forth. Right? Anyway, so let's go back to the article. It says let me see. Go back to this. There you go. It says this is truly a dystopian plan, as we explain later in this article. It says, if they knew what Schwab and his collaborators had in store for them and had any common sense or self-respect, they would have chosen to throw rotten eggs at him. Well, it's not time yet. All right, it's not going to be the regular average person who's going to stand up against these devils like that. No. All right, Yahushua is going to be the one to get that glory. Okay, that's why the Lord is allowing these people to build to a certain point where it becomes almost insurmountable. Right? It's a power that no one on this earth, all right, can take down. Okay, not a single man or a single country could take this power, deconstruct this power system, because it's permeated throughout the whole entire earth. Okay, so the people that you might look at and say, oh, he might have something against these people, guess what? He works for them. Okay, Putin, you know, whoever, you could name them, they all work together against the people. All right, because if they weren't, then they wouldn't be in those positions. Okay, no honest person is going to be looked at in high regard in this wicked society. It's just not possible. It doesn't work that way. Okay, because if it were, then they would reverence what the prophets are saying, but they're not. Okay, they're actually making laws against what the prophets are saying, calling it hate. All right. It says, a few months after his seemingly entertaining chat to the global shapers, Schwab was again plugging avatars with the help of his partners Accenture and Microsoft. In January 2023, the WEF launched its working version of the metaverse called the Global Collaboration Village. At a Global Collaborations Village press conference with Julie Sweet, oh boy, Accenture Chair and Chief Executive Officer, and Brad Smith, Microsoft Vice Chair and President, Schwab said, for me, it was the first experience to use an avatar. I should put his voice back, but you know, for the sake of the video, let's just run through it real quick. It says, I got so fast accustomed to it, so I am fascinated by the capabilities which we have. For me, this is the next phase, the next big phase of development in the virtual world. Check this out. And we are very proud that together with our partners, we can work on creating the first use of this technology for the public good. See? How are they going to bring this about? It starts with the MOTB. Okay? Let's read. The metaverse is a technological concept centered around virtual and augmented reality. Okay? It has the ominous capability to become a breeding ground for censorship, which we're already starting to see. Okay, through AI and algorithms, they're blocking videos that goes against the status quo. All right. Soon it's going to be those who oppose the status quo. You don't even have to say anything. By just not going with it, by not complying, they will come after us. Okay. It says unbridled surveillance and an insidious form of digital enslavement surpassing anything humanity has ever encountered. Right? So that's why Yahushua is going to be the one to break us up out of this. Okay? This is what John saw, and he called it a beast system. Okay? The beast. All right? It says the World Economic Forum has been taking steps to have control over it. Right? They have this thing OpenAI, right? Which was I believe was created by Sam Altman. All right. And recently they're being sued by Elon Musk and all this extra shit. Guess what, man? They all work together. All right. Elon Musk is doing things worse than OpenAI. He's just mad that OpenAI is kind of taking over. So he got to come in and say, oh, you guys are, going against the ethical laws and all this extra shit. Nah, bro, you're doing worse. You're putting chips in people's brains. How ethical is that? You see? But when you actually look at the people who are on the board of OpenAI, man, they're a whole bunch of wicked ass people. There's like 3 or 4 of them that go back to the J's. All right. So the same exact thing, OpenAI, which I guess people are using it now to pretty much, it's like a new form of Google, right? You ask AI any question, they could give you answers, right? Whether they're right or wrong, the people who are on the founding board, right, or at least the people who are shaping this OpenAI concept, they're all J's, or most of them are J's, I should say. Okay, which of course they're all underneath the power of the J's, so there's really no difference in that, right? But they're going to be controlling the narrative. They're going to be controlling the new metaverse, the laws of the metaverse, and all this extra shit, right? So the new norms that people are going to be subjected to are being created and shaped right now by a whole bunch of wicked ass people, man. So what does that tell you? You got AI now demanding that people bow down and worship it. What the fuck? You see? So there's a world of trouble that's coming, but people are not even paying attention to it. They just think everything's just going to go by our regular day. We're just going to keep on living and life is just going to keep on continuing forever. Nah, bro. They have no idea what's coming. Okay? It says, Schwab succinctly conveyed the organization's ambitions for the metaverse during a speech in February 2023 at the appropriately titled World Government Summit. In his address, Schwab proclaimed that those who gain mastery over new technologies, including the metaverse, will wield a significant degree of influence over the world's affairs, meaning power, control, being a god on this earth, right? Quote, we are at the beginning, when you look at it, at technology transformation. It usually takes place in the terms of an S-curve, he said. Very interesting. S signifying the serpent, right? S-curve, right? It says, and we are just now where we move into the exponential phase. And I agree. Exponential, basically rapid, right? Moving quickly, pivotal, okay? It says, and I agree, artificial intelligence, but not only artificial intelligence, but also the metaverse. New space technologies, and I could go on and on, synthetic biology, and so on and so forth. He says, our life in 10 years from now will be completely different, very much affected, and who masters those technologies in some way will be the master of the world. Should the West's vision materialize, an extensively controlled metaverse permeating nearly every facet of society, the unelected WEF would bring to fruition Schwab's vision. The WEF in some manner would wield mastery over the world through its role in governing the metaverse. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm pretty much gonna end it off with that. But again, this is some scary shit. If you go deep into it, these people wanna control your brain and have chips in your brain and all extra shit that you can use in the metaverse so they can know what you're thinking, what you're feeling, basically be a god on this earth. Okay? And that's exactly what John saw, right? In order for them to actually bring this to fruition, let's get that in Revelation, the 13th chapter. All right, it's all steps, rapid steps. Okay? Revelation 13 verse 14, it says, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live. So that image is going back to the way the Romans used to live, the Roman Empire, right? The structure of the Roman Empire, the lifestyle, the culture, right? Everything that was done in the Roman Empire is back here in America, but they want to extend it and make it forever, right? By use of artificial intelligence. Okay, that structure that they've always had, that concept of, the world in which we're living in now, they want to extend it and make it forever. Okay, where they have all the control, there is no opposition, there is no righteousness, it's just them. Okay, creating a world of madness and debauchery, godless world of chaos, and then they come in and then set it up how they want. People gonna be living in small little 15-minute cities, and you're gonna be merged with technology, and you're gonna be completely controlled because, again, they are creating the technology. So if you're merged with that technology, then they have control over you because you're no longer a human being. You are their creation. You see, so they own you. Whatever they want to do with you, they'll do, because they are your God at that point. You see, so this thing is taking a very dark turn, but for us, we see it and we're calling it out. You see, we're calling it out, and Yahushua is going to be the one to come and destroy this thing, man. Okay, completely. All right, it tells you in the book of Job. Okay, verse 15, it says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. Right, by way of using what his so-called AI technology and so on and so forth, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many that would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Right, you're not complying with the new system. Okay, it says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that day is fast approaching. Okay, we're in the time where the cause of this happening. By that time where they actually make it a mandatory thing, and it's coming very few months. Okay, in the next few months, you're going to see this thing, right? They've already told you that the stage is set. So the next thing they have to do is to convince people that this is the next step to bring that peace. Okay, so whatever is coming for them to initiate that peace, it has to be chaos. Okay, and like I said, I believe through the Spirit, after this eclipse coming up next month, things are going to speed up, man. Okay, things are going to pick up quick. All right, you're going to see a lot more things, all right, pertaining to biblical prophecy, because the end is nigh. Okay, it says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name, all synonymous with one thing, which is the MOTB. All right, the chip. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for his number of a man, and his number is 666. The Chai Psi stigma. Okay, the Chai Psi stigma. And guess what? They're going to use the military. All right, they'll use the economy, and of course, they'll use the medical industry. All right, to bring about this MOTB prophecy. Okay, so there's a lot to look forward to. Right, I just want to tap into this real quick just to show you, what's going on. All right, in terms of these devils and their plans, that they're moving fast. Right, though it's not really being talked about on the mainstream. All right, it's happening behind closed doors, and very soon it's just going to spring up on you, and you're going to be like, oh shit, what happened? All right, they already have the solutions. Just wait for the problems to begin. Anyway, I'm going to leave it off there, Lord willing, you are edified and informed. In closing, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Kodash, the water Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And until next time, Shalom.